Hello out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to do another special video request from a subscriber by the name of Rhino1013. Hello out there. Thank you for your comments. And his request was to do a video on Prince's playing style. So what I'm going to actually do is a analysis. I'm not going to bring out my guitar and, because no one can come close to Prince, so give him justice by trying to, play like him. But here's my analogy of Prince Roger Nelson. He is a very unique guitar player, one of the very few very unique guitar players to me, because Prince actually created his own guitar language, so to speak. If you know anything about theory, you can tell that Prince is kind of pushing the envelope because, according to Prince, he never learned how to play or write music. Don't know how to read music. So when you don't know, you create your own language. And to an extent, that's what Prince has done. It's quite obvious when you have followed his career like I have, that you can kind of determine where his influences came from. And there's no doubt in anybody's mind that he came from the James Brown guitar players, because Prince's rhythmic style is more of hanging on one chord, playing in the pocket, and just doing licks as opposed to playing chord progressions. And his lead guitar playing is very unique because Prince, from what I've heard off the records, usually play a Pacific scale. It's, if I'm not mistaken, the Mixolydian scale. That's basically the scale that he uses when he plays his solos. Most R&B guys kind of use the pentatonic scale, like Ernie Isley. In my previous video, I touched on Ernie Isley's style of playing. And of course, Prince and Ernie Isley have different styles of playing. And Prince is a very unique artist. And he stated early on in his career that he doesn't know how to read music, which at the beginning, I believed that, because before I learned theory, I was playing those same kind of chords, basically kind of making them up, but it worked. Because, I mean, as long as it sounds good and you're not hitting the wrong notes, you're all good, So basically, in the beginning, I do believe that he did know how to read, but now I do believe he can read a little bit, simply for the fact of Prince plays with world-class musicians who know how to read and know theory. And touching back on his guitar or lead guitar playing style. Remember in the movie Purple Rain, at the very end of Let's Go Crazy, I think he was on top of a speaker, playing off some notes. According to theory, what he did was incorrect, but when you heard it, it sounded good and it worked. And that's kind of sometimes the basic or the bottom line when you're doing music, as long as it works and the people like it. So as far as, again, his guitar lead playing style, I did a tutorial I did a guitar cover of the song Bambi, which is one of my favorite Prince songs back in the day. Prince is one of the few artists, unfortunately, that when you do a cover, meaning that you do a play along with his original music in the background, they remove it. I did Bambi. I got away with Bambi because for some reason they didn't catch that one. But I did When You Were Mine. Played the entire song, did the chords and everything. And I got an email from YouTube stating that I have to take this off, or they're going to take it off and suspend my account because for some reason BMI, I think it's BMI, or BMG Publishing, they won't allow Prince's music to be played on YouTube. So that's kind of unfortunate, because I want to do a lot of covers on his stuff because I'm a big fan. But unfortunately, they told me that I had to remove it. But my Bambi Solo video is still up, so you can check that out. I tried to almost get note for note, because it's kind of hard to cover Prince's solos because of his unique playing style and the scale that he uses. But in the middle of that particular solo, it's kind of hard to explain, other than it's a bunch of notes jumbled together that kind of are incoherent, but when you run them fast enough and you're not out of key, it works. So when you look at that video, in the middle part of that solo, you'll see what I'm talking about. But he is definitely a very unique artist, as far as creativity, as far as the way that he plays. I wouldn't recommend, but this is just my personal opinion, to try to emulate him because he's hard to follow. I mean, his playing style is very unique. Like with the Ernie Isley video that I did, Ernie Isley is not so much unique. He's just extremely good. You know, he runs that pentatonic scale like most guitar players can't. So it would be easier to follow Ernie because he's kind of doing traditional stuff. But Prince, he's kind of out there in a good sense. I mean, he has his own musical language, so to speak. So here are some of the unique things about Prince Roger Nelson to me as far as his style of playing. And I've only seen a few other guitar players do this. Jimi Hendrix is one of them. Sting is another one. Robert Craig is another one. They can actually sing while they're playing their lead lines. I'm not meaning playing your chorus and you singing because that's pretty easy. They actually continue their lead lines as they singing. And most guitarists, we will stop briefly the playing and we sing, or we stop the singing and we play. It's like it's kind of hard for your brain to kind of do two different things at the same time, but those particular artists that I just mentioned, they do that extremely well. And if you watch them closely, you'll see what I'm talking about. Most of us cannot play lead lines and sing at the same time. We usually stop singing and play the lead line, or we play the lead line and we sing, or or we don't sing. So I just thought that I would note that, mention it because that's something that Prince does extremely well that most of us can't. So I'm going to wrap this video up. I just thought that I would kind of touch on, his playing style and kind of give you an analysis of how he plays and what he does. So hopefully this has been enlightening and entertaining. And I thank you all again for viewing my channel. And until next time, take care. Thank you.